Protect me! I will not falter!
Out of my way!
I will not falter! Protect me!
Alright guys, so with the release of Kouign-Amann Cookie and Mandarin Cookie's Magic Candy, you guys know that the standard new attack speed comp is going to be consistent of those two cookies. However, for anybody who do not have the resources or just were not able to pull for Kouign-Amann yet and still want to utilize Mandarin Cookie with his Magic Candy, you guys might be able to try out this comp right over here with Pinecone, Wildberry, Mandarin, Moonlight, as well as someone like Pure Vanilla as your healer. So the reason why I tried this team out was because some viewers have asked me during the live stream, hey HyRool, do you think you can utilize Pinecone with the new attack speed comp? Initially I said, hey, probably not, because the standard is going to be Kouign-Amann and Mandarin. However, this team is actually not bad at all, and with Pinecone's damage and with still people utilizing BTS and some people not even utilizing BTS, this is going to be an amazing comp for you guys to use, especially if you want to take advantage of an attack speed comp and just not able to invest in Kouign-Amann yet. So let's go into the topping real quick, and it is going to be 5 of the Syrian Raspberry for Pinecone. We are focusing on the attack speed as well as the damage resist. And one important thing here is that Pinecone does need to have at least 2.8% cooldown in order to have a fast start, in order to use the skill first within the team. All right, that is going to be really important. If you don't, Wildberry is going to use this skill right after, and it's going to mess up the entire thing. So make sure Pinecone does use this skill and have the 2.8% cooldown. Next one is going to be Wildberry. Wildberry is also using 5 of the Syrian Raspberry here. We are focusing on the damages as well as the attack, and no extra attack speed or cooldown is required. The two cookies that need to have the enchanted robe buff is going to be the Pinecone as well as Mandarin, so keep that in mind. And speaking of Mandarin, let's go into the topping, and it's going to be 3 Syrian Raspberry, 2 solid almond. You guys can also go with 5 Syrian Raspberry, but I am going with this build because I want Moonlight as well as Pinecone and also Wildberry to have a higher attack than Mandarin, in case Mandarin is the one to be left alone, with Stardust as well. Stardust is going to attack Mandarin, and Mandarin does not want to take that sign of the star debuff. So it's kind of a, a very safe way to go. You are going to sacrifice a bit on the damage, but I would say it works out pretty well. So make sure to focus on the damage resist and the attack speed and extra attack if possible. Next one is going to be Moonlight as well with 5 of the Syrian Raspberry here, focusing on the attack and the damage resist and no extra cooldown really. And just Moonlight is just working here as the one to take the sign of the star debuff as well as, just do extra damage as well. If your Moonlight is dying early on from the sign of the star debuff and the enemy Moonlight, then make sure to add a little bit of damage resist to this, build and go with 3 Syrian Raspberry, 2 solid almond, and see if that works out as well. You don't want Moonlight to die off right away. At least use her skill one time before she dies off and gives the healing to the team with the whistle. All right, next one is going to be Pure Vanilla. Pure Vanilla is using 2 solid almond, 3 swift chocolate, focusing on the damage resist as well as the cooldown. You can also go with 5 of the solid almond, but I think this is a better build just so you can keep up the healing a bit more. And then next one is going to be the treasures, enchanted robe, scroll as well as the whistle, the standard treasures for the attack speed comp. And the enchanted robe once again is going to Mandarin and Pinecone. Whistle is going on to Pinecone as well as Moonlight. And if you guys do not have someone like Pure Vanilla, then you can utilize BTS with full sweet chocolate, or you guys can even utilize someone like Cream Puff with full on juicy apple jelly, or in case you guys don't even have all of that, you might be able to utilize someone like Carol with full solid almond as well. But I think this is a pretty neat comp. I tried out Wildberry, I tried out Hollowberry, but I think Wildberry works a little bit better in order to not only provide the 15% damage resist to all the team, but also to do the Mega Punch at the very end, dealing a ton of damage and finishing off whoever is left over with, Mandarin and Pinecone's damage. And also on top of that, you do have the weakness debuff. So it's actually pretty darn good. And I think it's something that you might be able to try out, especially once again, if you do not have Kouign-Amann or her leveled up. And also if you guys want to try out a comp that does not have Stardust Cookie. So here we go, guys. Let's get into some of the arena battles that I've done before this recording of the toppings to test it out. And I gotta say, it's pretty darn good. And yeah, it just worked out really, really well. So here we go. Let's get into some of the arena battles.
Out of my way!
Protect me! I will not falter!
Moonlight, lend me your power. Out of my way!
Whirlwind!
Out of my way!
I will not falter! Whirlwind! Light, protect me! Whirlwind! I will not falter! To the void's embrace. A splendid fight.
Out of my way!
Light, protect me! I will not falter!
Moonlight, lend me your power. Out of my way! You must finish it for everything.
I will not falter!
Prevail.
Light, protect me! My presence guaranteed victory.
Of course, keep in mind, guys, that this team is definitely not going to be a win-all team, right? It's going to have its flaws as well. You know, sometimes you are going to lose, especially if the enemy Capsaicin or Moonlight and Stardust are just doing so much damage and your Moonlight just dies off, or you're just not able to finish off the enemy team because, you know, their healing is really high and things like that. So just keep in mind, of course, it is a good team. It is a strong team against a very standard team right now, especially against any of the BTS comps. Non-BTS comps, you're able to utilize Pinecone, extra damage, or just a stun in general. But again, guys, it's not a win-all team. It does not have a 100% win rate. And again, it just might not work out for some of you guys, especially just because maybe your toppings are not as good, your ascension, your promotion are not good, and your treasure levels are just a little bit lacking as well. Just keep in mind all of these things and you know, take into consideration before you guys try out these comp, and just you know, figure out what works for you guys. I'm just sharing the teams that are working for me so that you guys might be able to also have success with these teams.
Protect me! I will not falter!
Moonlight, lend me your power. Out of my way! Time for Moonlight, lend
I
me your
will
power.
not falter! The Spice Overlord! Light, protect me!
Out of my way! You must finish Moonlight, lend me your power. Moonlight, lend me your power.
Light, protect me!
There's a time for everything.
A splendid fight.
Alright guys, there you guys go. This is going to be the new Pinecone ATK-SPD comp utilizing Pinecone Cookie as well. Just keep in mind, Pinecone Cookie does need to have at least +10 on his magic candy in order to do the extra light damage. If you don't, you're going to lack a bit of the damage and you might not be able to finish off the team, you know, with just their first skill rotation or even the second skill rotation. Just, I would say having that +10 is really good for Pinecone Cookie and the extra damage. But I hope you guys found the video helpful. I think it's going to be definitely helpful for players who have taken advantage of Pinecone ATK-SPD comp previously and just does not have the resources or, you know, the crystals and stuff like that to level up or even pull for Kouign-Amann Cookie right now, but still want to utilize an ATK-SPD comp. I recommend this team as an offense team rather than a defense team. Just keep that in mind as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck with your climbing in the arena, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.